Right.
Okay, so this week we are watching Gods of Egypt, and neither of these two have seen it before. I'm the only one who's seen it before, and I remember actually kind of enjoying this movie. That I didn't think it was that bad. So we'll see what everyone thinks of it.
But we're starting off with some Long Island iced teas. First time that I've made them or drank them, and it seems like they're pretty popular. They seem to like it, so.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Cheers.
be one of our drinks of choice for these.
It's quite beautiful.
Going
I've
forward.
converted.
Takes a solid 5 minutes to make.
But it's worth every second.
It's
worth
worth you
the
having
second.
me do it for you.
Yes,
It's worth-
It was.
Alright, I would like to say that these titles are significantly better already than Ratpocalypse's titles were.
Gods of Egypt. Okay, the fire in the back is.
This is definitely better than the opening for last year.
I will say, I think one of my
Actually,
favorite openings
yes.
is the Pirates of the Caribbean opening with the coin. Just for the
Yes.
That's a good one.
Absolutely. Alarm clock goes off.
That's how I want to wake up. Someone singing my name and throwing flower petals at me. The size is really disalarming.
It's very
Disarming.
weird.
Disarming.
Disarming is a good thing. You mean it's a good thing?
No, it just doesn't look right. I'm really liking the costume design. I know I've given a lot of shade, but it's kind of cool and very different. Except I hate that dress.
Well,
See?
they-
Chadwick Boseman.
There he is!
We love him.
Oof, that's an epic cave.
Hey,
I love
you know
that.
what's a problem being the Lord of the Air, though? Jet engines. That's why no capes. But I guess there's not, jet engines nowadays.
I don't think he needed to worry about that too much at this moment.
3 days to cross the desert, and nearly one more.
I had to get off the set of Gladiator.
He wasn't on the set of Gladiator.
He wasn't?
No.
That wasn't
That's
true.
Russell
I thought
Crowe.
that- Oh, that's awkward. I'm gonna edit this out.
This is a very slow burn right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a lot has happened.
we're really.
I mean, it's really pretty.
Oh yeah, everything looks great.
I guess there hasn't really been like a good establishing hook yet.
I don't know, the gold faces, that's pretty establishing hook.
But there's like 20 of you and one of him. What about the goddess of protection?
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a very useful
She's
goddess.
not protecting anybody.
As far as wounds go to kill a god, that's
Kind of lame.
kind of lame. I
He
mean,
had armor on too.
I looked up to you. Of course you did.
that was...
Of course you did.
I think that the better name for this movie would, instead of being Gods of Egypt, it should have been Egypt Down.
Yeah,
Yeah, the super metallic thing is not going well for them, given their, rather poor CG. It's just we're not going to show one shot
it's
long
like-
enough for anyone to notice that it's really bad.
It's like pretty bad PlayStation graphics.
Yeah.
Oh no, my weakness!
Light.
Sunlight!
Shiny.
Why does he stop?
You'll see why in a hot second.
Is she the hot second?
Yes. Except she's the hot first.
Oh, okay. Dude, you'll find her later.
Okay, this is the best part though.
Wait, that's where they cut?
Yeah.
And so said was king?
Hold up.
Okay.
How do you have the top finished and then the scaffolding way at the bottom?
Also,
Most were forced into slavery.
Time jumps are a horrible idea in movies. I'm very against time jumps. They reset all of the stakes that you've already established in the movie. And anything that you were planning on,
Especially when you're like that.
established,
I think you can get away with it if it's only a few, maybe 2 minutes into the film.
yeah.
Relax, Urshu. I'm joking.
That was honestly the best acting in this movie so far.
To be master builder rather than one
It's like a bowl.
to my legacy.
Is he?
Yes, his nails were painted.
No, he's. I didn't know that he was. He's stoic, the Vash.
Mm-hmm. He
I
is.
didn't realize that.
You know, the best part though is they just let him keep his Scottish accent. Oh. How did he know to do that?
How did he find this so easily?
He just jumped and it was there
yeah,
because that's where it is.
So there's scorpions and a human
Very
skeleton.
very CG'd scorpions.
The skull looked worse too.
That's a good question. How do you get that many scorpions?
You have a mommy scorpion
like he's
and a
looking at
daddy
the script,
scorpion
too.
and 1,000 scorpion eggs. At this point, we have more evidence that this guy's a badass than Horace is.
Agreed. Oh, it's as good as the Legolas effect.
Well, it's a good thing they can't look at Eye of Horus either. Oh, they saw this anamorphic.
No, okay, honestly, it's just the light. It seems to be everybody's weakness in this.
No,
It's
not
just
necessarily.
Yeah, I think
shiny lights are problems.
Run! Did he kiss her to protect her eyes?
He did.
What if she didn't close her eyes though? That was a big bet.
Mm-hmm. As a kid, then he's got a blind girlfriend, but he's still got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
She's hot, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Eyes are only an accessory at that point.
Didn't your father teach that death isn't the end?
I kind of wish this had been his motivation to get the eye in the first
Yeah.
place. Like, she had died first, and
Yeah.
then he went to get the eye.
Definitely would have been better.
It would have been such higher stakes,
Yeah,
right?
if they just recut it slightly, it would have worked.
I know, it wouldn't even take that much, really.
Tell me. I'll show you. Go on. If you bring Zaya back.
There may be a way.
I thought we just established that he couldn't bring
Yeah,
Zaya
what's
back.
the...
Where is your consistency,
Also,
movie?
this-
You worship!
Oh, that's hot.
No, that was intensely weird. Mary,
Thief-proof. Yes.
I really hope he didn't use the word thief-proof.
Was a mortal. Lord. A mortal.
I would have lied at this moment.
Yeah. Because you're gonna die
Definitely.
right now.
So what is it?
Oh well, that's a real
Giant
one.
Barbosa is a little bit
Terrifying.
weird. I was
I'm a
going
little
with weird.
unsettled.
This is a movie that relies way too heavily on CGI.
Actually, I just had this
Absolutely,
same
I
thought.
like
completely agree.
profoundly.
Like, we saw a shot of the
They-
background, and I'm like, that's not
He can't
real.
hit something without the use of CGI, and it's so obvious.
You're behind alongside the goat you keep up there.
People keep picking him up by the throat and then asking him questions.
Right?
Track him down!
I think this would have been a great video game.
Yeah, the graphics were right about video game level. So she's in the middle of a green screen with nowhere to go. For those of you who are unaware, Hollywood is a place in California. Large parts of
Place.
California are inhabited by these things called deserts, largely covered in sand and rocks. And if you want, you can drive there and you can take out a camera and you can film there. Or you can get a green sheet. Either
Or
one
you
of
can
those.
go to, I don't know, the real Egypt.
Or you could go to
Which
the
we
real
also
Egypt.
have discussed.
You could also do that. But if you're super lazy, you can also go to many, many places in California where they film lots of movies. It's not like a new thing. Oh, okay.
That
All right.
was-
Now we just lost all of the
that was-
intimidation.
Right?
It's like, all right, let me just pop out my recorder.
Must go faster.
Must go faster.
I think this is the
Yeah, right there. That was a good.
Oh,
that was a
ow.
solid move.
That's painful.
That was a.
Did you see what he did there?
Yeah, he nailed the snake's jaw to the rock. Why would you run towards the collapsing pillar?
Why wouldn't you run toward the collapsing pillar?
Because I don't want to be crushed by said collapsing pillar.
Why would I waste this on someone who can't see?
Oh!
That was the best line of the movie right there.
I don't like how they mispronounce the names.
No, it's pronounced Ong, Andrew. Gosh.
It's pronounced Toth. Her dress is too much, but also not enough.
It's not enough.
But it's too much.
You're in love.
Her name's Zaya.
Zales is dead and has the heart of Glenn Beck. Bikini Bottom cannot
Bikini Bottom!
seduce
Bikini Bottom! I get it now!
Glenn Beck because
See, now
Glenn
she
Beck-
can carry her skirt. Why couldn't she carry her skirt 5 minutes ago? Because she wanted to be carried by Horace.
Her womanly wiles.
She's a smart lady. You know
She
what? I
is.
take back everything I said about her bikini outfit. It's perfect.
that was the CG of the century right there.
Dude, it was good.
That was a MS
That
Paint
was
like
good.
cut and drag right there.
Zaya.
Zales. Sorry, Zales. We went to Jared.
Go.
I wish I cared about her. Like, I really
Or
do.
their relationship or anything. Guys, who did it better? Disney, Legolas, or this movie?
Obviously Legolas. I gotta give it to Legolas.
I don't know. Glenn
Just
Beck, I
because
think.
they tried.
I think Chadwick is the most interesting character in this.
Except for the fact that he is a literal robot.
Yeah, but he's like very different than like everyone else
That's fair.
in the like everyone else is kind of like a cookie cutter action period, characters.
Pour it in. Is it true? Beck, pour it in.
Do it, Glenn Beck. Destroy the ring.
He can just be summoned. He's like,
That must suck.
why the fuck are you summoning me again?
I was in the middle of making a nice crepe, and now it's gonna burn.
We're both guilty of deceiving Beck. This will
Yeah.
make him.
Don't do Glenn Beck like that.
Why do you keep calling him Glenn Beck?
Because I've just decided that they all get nicknames, and so Glenn Beck was the only thing that came to mind.
You look glorious, Lord.
I know.
Total bad guy.
Oh,
Or
gosh.
like woman who came out in a dress.
I know.
I know.
Okay, so we got some stakes going here, I guess. Because he's now, got all the... He's assembled the godly
That's a
Infinity
really-
Gauntlet.
That's a
Infinity
really
Gauntlet.
bad. It's a really bad fire effect.
He's assembled the Infinity Gauntlet of gods.
No, the Infinity Godlet.
The Infinity Gauntlet? Okay. Infinity Gauntlet versus Worm.
It's the Sandworm.
Versus...
Oh, is this Dune?
No, it's Galactus.
This is the
No,
prequel.
this is Galactus meets the Kraken. Which, given that Barbossa just died, is oddly fitting.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Well, because it's the Kraken. You remember the Kraken when it eats Jack? It's got all the teeth back like that. It's just like the Kraken.
Oh.
And Barbossa just died, so it's all very fitting. I feel like this movie expects you to get a certain, know a certain amount of Egyptian lore.
I think
I
if we
feel
had
like most people do know a certain amount of Egyptian lore, though.
I feel like if we had started with the threat of Ra needing to keep Egypt safe from Apophis, this scene would have so much more weight if we
Yeah.
had known that in the beginning. Why would you throw it?
Seriously, just keep it with you, dumbass.
Well, because he needs Horus to get all of his
Well, because he
power.
could have held on to it, and then Horus could have saved him
This is
and
the
the
dumbest
eye.
thing. It would have been better if he had accidentally been separated from it. No, you stupid.
Well, okay, because if he gets his eye, he can fly, and then it doesn't matter if he's falling, he can just grab him. And now we're gonna make some extremely slow-moving lava.
I could have come over and stabbed your hand, but I'm gonna let this
Boom,
really
exactly.
slow lava.
The stakes don't really matter because we can just do a
I
little
don't
Deus Ex
understand.
Machina
I don't
to make him
understand
name
why
It is a
those
Deus
places.
Ex Machina.
I know, that's what
They
I'm saying.
both are.
That dude built that obelisk for him in a year.
I know, right?
In a single year. Wait,
Wait,
wait, are we not gonna like deal with Apophis?
Did you just
Honestly,
hold it the
I
whole time?
think
Anubis is kind of like the real hero of this
yeah,
movie.
Anubis is the only character
He
in here
kept-
who's not
he
done
kept-
anything super weird or like out of character. I'm all for Anubis in this movie. That's the best character. Also, she was very good on character because her entire character was just to be pretty, and I think that she did it pretty well.
To live again.
Wisdom had not been found. Wait, he died. All of them died.
As it had always been.
Wait, but they're like, oh well, his parents died and passed the afterlife, but all these gods who were totally dead,
To be
like
fair, that was a year ago.
10 minutes.
Oh boy.
So,
This movie.
Gods of Egypt. I think it was enjoyable. It had a lot of problems, but it's not like a boring or infuriating movie to watch. It actually has some really good moments, like some great action scenes. I think the characters have some funny dialogue, but I think that all in all, it was an entertaining movie, even though it wasn't good.
This movie definitely watched like the Star Wars prequels way too much, and you just heard George Lucas saying in the credits like, there was CGI in literally every scene of this movie. And the thing is, guys, deserts exist. Like, gold spray paint exists. There are some things you just don't have to CGI.
I'm gonna give this one, on my bad movie scale, I'm gonna give this one an 8.
On my bad movie scale, I'm going to give this a 6. Actually, a 6.5, because I
That's generous.
still enjoyed this one even after having seen it a second time. I think it's worth. I think it would be worth sitting down and watching again.
This is a 4.5 for me. So this is better than the other ones we've watched.
There we go.
But I think it's the best of the ones we've watched so far. But it's still, I don't think, a very good movie. I don't think that it does not have, for me, the redeeming qualities of a bad movie.
Like, comment, subscribe, put a comment below on what movie we should do next, and that's all, folks.
We'll see you guys next time.
Should
Did
have
you
been
do the double piece thing?
I do,
Was that yours?
I always do it.
Okay.